Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a first impressions and flip through, well, an in-depth flip through of the Legend of Zelda Tarot. This is what the box looks like. I believe there are 79 cards in here because I think they include the Happy Squirrel card. We'll see, we'll see. It is your typical tuck box. Let me show you the backings, which I believe... Oh, you know what? I think the original backings may have been this. This is version 2 of the deck, by the way. And these are the backings of the cards. It is a linen cardstock finish. You can see the linen-ish look right there. And what we're gonna do is, of course, go through each of the cards in the deck. And I'm also going to refer to the original Rider-Waite-Smith images just to compare both the cards and see what kind of symbolism they each have. All right, I think that's a little too zoomed in. There you go. Look at this full card. Well, right off the bat, there's a chicken there. This is, what is that? Oh, it's his hearing aid. At least it looks like, no, it isn't. I thought it was his hearing aid, his ears right there. This is part of his music box. You can see the music box behind him. And then another one right here that he's playing. You also have the mountain. Well, actually, this looks more like a volcano back there. And then if you can see on the sides of the cards, there's also what appears to be like little elemental symbols, which I think are referenced, possibly referenced within the Zelda games. This whole deck is a mixture of the Zelda games from what I took as well. Now compared to the Rider-Waite-Smith imagery, very similar, actually. Other than you have a chicken here instead of a dog, and they're still depicting him sort of walking off the cliff, right? Enjoying the music, not paying attention, things like that. There's the volcano in the background here. There's no volcano here, but you also have the sun on the corner as well. Interesting. Whoa, look at this magician. Oh my god, are those your teeth? Why are your teeth outside of your mouth? Oh look, there's a little octopus in there. It's got little potions everywhere that looks like a doll on the table. This looks like a river behind. You have the infinity symbol. Pretty flowers up top. Oh, and the numbering of the cards are on top as well. I also like the text that they use for naming the cards. Or the font, sorry, not the text. So you do have the infinity symbol. You don't have like the cup, pentacle, wand, sword typically in this card, how the original would portray, but you still get the point across that this is the magician here. I feel like even if the name weren't to be there, because they have the infinity symbol and because of like all their potions and creations, they're manifesting something, right? That would already tell me this is the magician card. Actually, hold on. Look at their clothes. You see the colors? That looks like a cup. The shape of it. And then you have reds there, which makes you think of the wand. And you have greens there. Which, you know, earth element green makes you think of pentacles too. Although, where would the sword be? Still, pretty cool though. This is the High Priestess. Oh, look at the shield. And it has a moon in there. Look at this High Priestess. Very pretty. I'm getting genie vibes. Mainly because of her shoes. Just made me think of the genie. Oh, look at the pillars. The white one here has B instead of J, and the black one here has J instead of B. Interesting. And again, you have the moon here depicted on the shield on this card. You have the fruits on that little, I was going to say the word in Spanish. I was going to say sabana. The little, not quilt, sheet? Bed sheet? Some sort of sheet behind her. It's got fruits in it. Like the fruits right here. The Empress. With her star crown. And again, the shield. I love it. Even like the, what is this, tapestry? Or I don't know what that flap is called in front of her dress. But it has like the symbols on the shield too. That's pretty. And then she has wheat growing around her. Just like right here. She has what appears to be a shield, the wheat growing around her. Again, the forest behind her too. Her crown of stars. She's holding that little wand as well. Even like the seat that she's on. Like look, even like the pillow and everything looks very identical. That's cool. I like it. This is the Emperor. Ooh. There's somebody trapped in that ruby. Is that Zelda? That looks like her. That totally looks like Zelda though. Whoa, look at this guy. That, he's holding a heart. That looks like a heart to me. Just because of that valve that's in there. It doesn't look, or, oh no wait, that's the, oh I forgot the name of that device. It kind of looks like a flute. I forgot the name of the device, but you use it within the game. That's cool. Then you have the rams on the corner of the seat being depicted here. Again, you also have the symbolism of the little orb that they're holding and the wand on the other hand depicted in here as well. I'm wondering how the minor arcanas are gonna look. The Hierophant. In this Hierophant, you don't have the two figures here in the bottom that you usually have. I think that's really the only, yeah, that's the only main difference between these, because you have the keys down here. You have the pillars, right? You have the, again, that type of wand that they're holding, even like the finger gestures on the hand are the same. I love this though, back here in the pillars. That's cool. The lovers. This is totally Poison Ivy vibes. Just got a fruit tree with a snake in there behind her. He has, this looks like a tree that would be in the fall behind him. Volcano in the back. The sun, poison ivy, or at least that looks like poison ivy to me. Very similar, which is good. So far, I'm getting that this would be dubbed as a good beginner deck, but we have to check the minor arcanas. The Chariot. Look at Link. That's so cool. Look at that horse. Hey, listen! Y'all get that reference? Where are my Zelda fans? And they also captured the castles or the city in the background. Even like the trees. Is there? Oh, even the water. Yep. Totally exactly the same, except it's in Legend of Zelda artwork. The Strength card. Whoa. Taking on a dragon. The infinity symbol. You got what looks to be mountains in the back. This looks like water, but I think they're just on hard land, the ground, the earth. The infinity symbol as well. The other thing too, if you notice, this figure is grabbing the mouth of the lion. And in here, they're also grabbing the mouth of that dragon. Very cool. The Hermit. Is he floating? He looks like he's floating. Look at his feet. And he's got a little angel halo. And a shovel. I guess even the clothes here, like the clothes depicted here look like what you would call rags. You know, not the best of clothes, but I feel like the hermit really wouldn't be somebody who cares about possessions. More so like intellect or anything to do with spirituality. Being a higher self, if that makes sense. So I really like that. Ooh, look at this Wheel of Fortune. Whoa, that is really colorful. Oh look, there's other, I was gonna say there's other poison ivies. I guess these are sisters. That's cool. Look at all this detail in there though. You got an owl. I think that's a chicken, a blue chicken. This looks like a fox. Actually, this reminds me of Ninetales from Pokemon. A weird looking fish. They all have their books. Different creatures depicted on the cards. This is really pretty. I like this Wheel of Fortune card. I don't know if my camera's doing it justice. Oh look, justice. That was not intended or not planned that I said that. Same, they have the pillars, the sword pointing up, the weight scale, that, I was gonna say blanket, that sheet cloth behind them to cover what is behind them. The Hanged Man. Whoa. Look at that, I love that image or symbol. And then you have the halo around their head. Even the way the legs are crossed and the fact that they're on a tree or a branch. The Death card. Whoa, there's a lot going on here. Cool, there's a mask. He's being greeted by what looks like little minions. I don't know if they're supposed to be huge, but these look like tiny little trees. And what might be a lake, doesn't it? Doesn't that make them look like they might be huge? Very cool. They even have the sun rays here. There's the sun right there, and you got the sun right here. Very nice. Whoa. Are those her wings or her hair? This is Temperance. That looks like she got 2 ponytails. That's really cool though, because you got fire and you got ice. And even their shoes, different colors. That's awesome. She has a different color ruby on the forehead. That's really cool. Like they even captured the road back here that's leading to the sun in the card. Isn't that awesome? Cool. The Devil. These are like the shadow versions of Zelda and Link. Is she holding a bow? Oh, she is. The tower. I don't see people falling out. But I mean, you get the gist of it, right? Especially looking at that lightning and the fact that the castle is on fire. Because even here, the lightning, you get the lightning striking the tower on both of them. And they're both on fire. The only difference is you don't see people falling out of this tower. And it's not like the lightning didn't knock out the top of the tower, but still gets its point across. The star. Is it dropping 2 different? It's dropping like 2 different liquids. Because it's a green one that's going in that water. And then what looks to be regular water. There's a tree with the owl. I think this is a mer person. Looks like it. They even had the same amount of stars in the background. Yeah, see they captured the tree with the bird in this card as well. Whoa, look at this moon card. I always thought the moon in Majora's Mask was freaky as heck. Look at that. He's so freaky. I like it. Why does this look like, what's that dog's name in The Wizard of Oz? Toby? Was it Toby? They look like Tobies. I don't see the little crab in the water, but that's okay. We know this is the moon card. And it has the 2 buildings on each side as well. Ooh, look at the sun. Even the sun looks kind of creepy. Just a little bit. Doesn't it? Both of these looking a little creepy. It's not a baby, but it's a kid. And they got clothes on. Whereas this naked baby. Judgment. Whoa. Are these like zombies? They have to be zombies. They're not totally skeletons because they still have like some like skin and stuff on them. Look at that little minion. You know what? I never noticed. Are these actually supposed to be boats or coffins? Because these here have doors on them, making it seem like they're coffins, right? Oh, look, and even the way this is shaped, those are totally coffins. Because look at the shape of that. Cool. The world. Oh, look, it's the Happy Squirrel card. That little... That's cool. I like the moon on the top. Happy Squirrel. Well, I don't have a Happy Squirrel card in my regular Rider-Waite-Smith deck, so I can't compare that card to one. Now we're on the minor arcana. So the bottles in this deck are the cups. This is the Ace of Bottles. Look at that. That looks like, oh, they have the cork from the bottle. Look at that little water drop too. Two of bottles. And when I was playing this game, I always wondered if their little beaks were actually part of them or if they were like masks, but nope, that's part of them. That is a part of this race of people. Three of bottles. 1, 2, 3 bottles. Now the only difference, well actually here, let's look at the, it's got a little chipmunk tooth. Look at the little skulls on their belts. The only difference with like this 3 of bottles, aka 3 of cups, is that there's more people in this card. And then usually there's just 3 people depicted in the 3 of Cups card in the regular RWS. Four of bottles. Oh, I remember these little guys. They have leaves for masks. They're so adorable too. I think I remember them running super fast. See here for this one, like this person looks like they're not looking at the 4th cup. But in this card, you have the 3 bottles together and then somebody presenting the 4th cup, right? But on the facial expression in this little guy's face, you can kind of see that they're not noticing the cup too, or the bottle. So I'd say it's a good depiction of the 4 of Cups. 5 of bottles. And you got your 3 spilled bottles, your 2 whole bottles there. I don't know if that's a castle or a lighthouse. This looks like a boat. 6 of bottles. Oh look, there's little fairies in them. That's cute. So it still has that, the fact that that image, or that, not the image, the figure is presenting one of the cups to the younger person in there. But in here, they're presenting the bottle to the younger person. Seven of bottles. Whoa, look at those bottles. That fish looks sad. I think that's a fish. This dragon looks really chunky, like they can't get out of that bottle. These creatures look so cool. Again, a good depiction of Seven of Cups. Even like the shadow person down there. 8 of bottles. You got what appears to be empty bottles in the sense where they're not full like this. They do look like they have liquid in it though. And then this person looking forward, even with the little telescope. And the other thing that I noticed is here it's daytime and here it's nighttime. Nine of bottles. Is that a pear with a shocked face? That looks like a pear with a shocked face. For some reason, he's got a beetle in that section of his undies. Look at the fairy again. What is that? I thought that was like a little moon for a second. But you still have your figure in the middle and then your bottles, aka cups, presented up top. The only other difference is in this one they have 2 other bottles next to them, and here it doesn't. Ten of bottles. I think that is a crab. A little chunky piggy. You even have your rainbow. Also, what I've noticed is, at least from like behind, from what I could tell, they have the kids, right? And then the 2 figures. I mean, usually people would think like these people are in a relationship and had the kids. But here they're, what I think these are 2 males. Again, we don't know if they're in a relationship, but I like that they have the depiction of 2 males and 2 babies. Page of bottles. Look at that fish. Is that fish smoking a pipe? What is that? Or is that its tongue? And there's also a fish in this cup. Knight of bottles. Like they're not on a horse, but they're on a ship. And they're holding the bottle right there. And you can see with the waves here that they are moving. Queen of bottles. I feel like this has to be some sort of star or energy that's in there. You even have the pebbles on the feet. That's cool. And they have like the images on the side of her, I was gonna say her crown. No, this is her crown. Of her, not chair, her throne, there you go. But they got the little images there. King of Bottles. He's got some writing on whatever this item is around his head. So he's got his bottle and what appears to be a wand. Here they got the cup and some sort of wand. Also both surrounded by water. Now we're on the rubies, or rupees, however you want to say it, because it's a R-U-P-E-E-S. The rubies in this deck are the pentacles. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. One thing that I already noticed right off the bat, usually with the aces, there's not a lot of figures, people in there. It's just the actual item. In this case, it would be the actual pentacle. But here we have a person, like a full-on person, presenting the pentacle. Whereas in your usual RWS, it's just a hand presenting a pentacle. And I like how they also have the archway on the bottom, right here. The little forest there, and the road to that archway. Two rubies. And you have your Trinity symbol. You have the ships in the back, and the water looking like it has waves for movement. On the same back here, you have the two ships, the water waves. Three rubies. Is that a dog person? That's totally a dog person. Your three beautiful rubies up there. They're discussing something, just like in the original card. Four rubies. Ooh, this person looks a little creepy. Either that or their eyes just have big bags because they've been protecting their rubies for too long and they haven't moved. Five rubies. Six of rubies. There you have your two figures in the bottom, and then the one figure who is, I think, presenting. Oh, I don't think they have anything in their hand. But it's still showing like they're presenting rubies, you know? And they have these scale as well. Their person with the shovel. I'm wondering if this is the Fool. On the Fool card? No, not the Fool. The Hermit. The Hermit had a shovel. So far, the minor arcana are very, very similar to the RWS as well. This is looking like a beginner-friendly deck. 7 of rubies. Oh yeah, that's hard work there because they're freaking hammering away trying to get those rubies. It's like it's time for a break. Eight of rubies. Look at their face. They're like, I've been doing this for so long, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But they're working on perfecting this potion that they're doing, right? Ooh, another mer person. 9 of rubies. This looks like a robotic bird, doesn't it? They even have their bird. They even have the two trees in the back. Ten of rubies. Even the way that the pentacles, well, similar. I was going to say, even the way that the pentacles are laid out here is about the same as how the rubies are laid out here. And they have, look at the buildings in the back. Those are also very similar. The only thing is there's no dogs in here, which is totally fine. Oh look, is this the artist's signature? Oh, that's cool. I like that we can see that. Now I'm gonna notice the artist's signature in all of them. Page of rubies. Look at that bird. That has to be a mechanical bird. Look at those chompers though. They look like chompers. I like that they're both presenting the ruby, presenting the pentacle. There's no bird in here, which, you know, is cool. And look at the backgrounds too. They have that mountain back there. They even have the trees. Even, I'm actually not sure if there's water in this one, but there's water in this one. Knight of rubies. On what appears to be a flying broomstick. And they look a little worried. Like their mouth is open, I think. Kind of like they're surprised. And look at the backgrounds again. They're capturing the way the earth is molded in the background. Very similar. Even like the trees back here. It's right there. Oh yeah, this is totally beginner friendly. Aside from a few things, which I'll get to in a minute. Queen of rubies. Look at that cute bird. Look at her throne. And here the animal is a bunny, as far as I can tell. Right here it's a bird. King of rubies. Look at that. A wand. That's pretty. Now we're on to the swords. Ace of swords. Again, there's a figure, like, I guess the torso of a figure presenting the Ace of Swords rather than just a hand. Like here, it's the hand. The other thing, this sword is pointed down when it's usually pointed up, or what we're familiar with. Two of Swords. Oh, and they're crying. Three of Swords. Dang, look at that middle sword. Jesus Christ. Thick ass sword. Actually, all of these swords are different too. That's cool. They even have the rain in the background. The clouds are the rainy clouds. Right there. Four of Swords. Ooh, look at this stained glass. This is one of the games that I haven't played, where you have the 4 links. All the swords are different. The resting figure. Five of Swords. One, two, three, four, five. And they're over here like, where's my shit? Where's my sword at? At least this person looks like they're looking for it. Six of Swords. I love how so far all of the swords are all different. Like they're their own sword. She'll know what they mean. Oh look, the kid's looking back and smiling at their mama. I don't think I've ever seen a figure in the boat like actually sort of facing us. We usually see the back of their heads. Seven of Swords. Wow, look at his face. He's like, I gotta wait with the Again, look at all these swords. They're all different. That's really cool. They even have these look like circus tents in the background. Eight of Swords. Whoa, you look like you're really, really tied up. Like tightly. Either that or you're just thin. Those swords though, look at that one. That's so cool. So they're depicting the sort of wall of swords and the person being bound. Even the blindfold right there. Nine of Swords. Whoa. Jesus Christ. See, look at that. Even demons have feelings, guys. Poor demon. At least it looks like a demon. Oh, look at the swords. This demon has very colorful bed sheets, though. Don't judge a book by its cover. At least that's what I got from this card, too. Oh, look. The bed sheets actually look almost exactly the same. Whoa, what is this? This is the Ten of Swords. What is that though? I see a mouth. Is that its little itty bitty eyeball? Or does it have no eyeball? Whatever that is though, these swords are definitely stabbing it. I do notice though there's no blood. In case some of y'all don't like the blood being depicted on cards. Or on the Ten of Swords. On this one there's blood right down there. And again, I love that all of the swords are their own. It gives me the feeling that each of the swords that we've seen belong to their own warrior. Does that make sense? Page of Swords. You got the clouds in the background too. There's a difference in backgrounds where here you have mountains, here you have water. Knight of Swords. Whoa. I was like, is that a dragon? No, it's a weird duck creature thing. But you can tell that they're moving, because look at his hat. Like the wind is blowing through that. Queen of Swords. Oh, she looks happy. Although this hand, with my PTSD, just made me think of, let me give you a cachetada. Which means a slap on the face. Don't mind me, guys. Does she have heels on? Oh, for a second I'm like, girl, why are you wearing heels? The King of Swords. Oh, this king looks very mischievous. Look at his face. Look at that smirk. Don't they look mischievous? The Ace of Wands. Now we're on the wands. Again, we have a figure here presenting the wand. That is a badass wand, by the way, Jesus Christ. Ooh, that wand. I want that wand. But we have like a torso of a figure presenting it, as opposed to just a hand. And you also have them coming out of the clouds, too. Two of Wands. Oh, pretty flowers. And they're holding the little sphere, which I think is usually like the world. I mean, it looks like a world. Three of Wands. Oh my God, is that a baby? Baby, what are you doing, baby? This has to be a baby, right? It looks like a baby. Come on, don't tell me it doesn't. This little baby is on a mission, though. Jesus Christ, you got a grown ass adult in this one. You got a baby in this one. I love it. Ooh, hey! Oh my God, I love that afro. Four of Wands. How you doing? Dang, look at her clothes. Me likes, me likes. Are those fishes? Yep, they totally caught fishes. They're ready to celebrate and have some lunch. Five of Wands. Are some of them smiling? That guy's totally smiling. Look at his hand too. He's like, oh. Argument. They don't look mad though. Kind of like they're playfully fighting. But if this card were to come out reverse, then that'd be like, oh, you guys are fighting. Fisticuffs. Watch out. And there's even different age groups in here, because you got a young person there, you got an older person. These two look middle-aged. Young adult right there. Six of Wands. I love this character. She is, not was, one of my favorite characters in the Legend of Zelda games. Look at that praise. They even have captured the little wreath on the wand as well. Looking at this deck makes me want to go replay my Zelda games now. Seven of Wands. Whoa. That person looks badass. They have no torso. I mean, they do, but it's see-through. Eight of Wands. Oh, this is another Eight of Wands that I actually see like things interacting with it. I have another deck where the Eight of Wands has like creatures or something interacting with the wands. So you have, I think that's a bird. That looks like a human head. What is that? That is a human head there. That is a human head too. Oh my God, that's freaky. But anyways, but you have the birds on the wands. They're interacting with the wands. So I think that's really cool as opposed to just plain wands, you know? Nine of Wands. Another mer person. Look at the facial expression. They don't look too happy. Even the eye looks like they kind of want to cry. You know when people get the redness in their eyes when they're trying to hold back tears, or they're starting or gonna start crying. That's what I see with this person. Kind of like, okay, well, I fought, I felt like I was defeated, but you know what? I tried my best, right? 10 of Wands. Oh, look at there. I think this is a dress. Oh no, well this isn't a dress. This might be like a poncho thing going over their dress. But they're carrying all the wands. Page of Wands. Ooh, that's a cool wand. Look at that. That's like 2 flowers intertwining coming out of the wand. That's cool. You know what? I never noticed this guy actually looking up at the wand for whatever's up there. And then this guy looking at the wand too, kind of for whatever's up there. Knight of Wands. Why does Link not look very happy? You know what I've noticed too? The Knight of Swords looks like they were the fastest moving. Just saying. Queen of Wands. Hey, look at those wands. That is a cool throne too. Oh look, she has a cat down there. And it's a white cat that looks like a one of those Persian cats with the little smushed faces. This one is a black cat. And then we have our King of Wands. Whoa, look at that headpiece. That looks cool. You look badass. You look badass. Even like his throne looks cool. Look at that. Very nice. There's no little salamander though, right? No salamander. So looking at all of the cards in here with doing the flip through with major and minor arcana, this deck is very, very similar to the original RWS system. So would I grade it beginner friendly, intermediate friendly, or expert friendly? I would grade this as an all-around friendly deck to use at any level that you're at. The only thing that I will say though, if you are a beginner, one thing that might throw you off is the suits, because this deck has wands and swords, but the two that are different are the pentacles, which are rubies in here, right? And then your cups are bottles. That's the only real difference, but all of the cards, comparing them to the RWS original cards, they're almost like similar to the T. Again, the only difference is like this is Legend of Zelda game based imagery. So I think this is an all-around good deck for anybody who wants to learn the tarot. And also if you love the Legend of Zelda, hey, collector's item. And I think I mentioned it before, this is a linen finish. It feels comfortable in the hands. I can hold all of the cards here, right? Comfortable for overhand. I think this is also going to be really good with shuffling it this way. Oh, wow, that was a terrible shuffle. Don't judge me. Here, let's try again. There you go. That was way better, guys. Anywho, but that was the Legend of Zelda Tarot deck. I can't do this thing. That thing that people do with the cards, that's like, that's skills to me. I can't do that. Anywho, that was it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions on this deck, leave them in the comments down below. I will leave a link to this person's Etsy where you can buy a deck as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!